All right, welcome to Zen Fish Marketing and Reputation Zen with Review Lead. We're going to talk about growing your business with positive 5-star reviews. And I just want to introduce myself real quickly so you know who you're dealing with here. My name is Jeremy Fry. For the last 13 years, I've run a global medical devices company that I built from scratch based on a series of products that I designed, engineered, and manufactured myself. We completely revolutionized the world of adaptive sports and what amputees were able to do with prosthetics. I became the world's first amputee telemark skier, the first above knee amputee snowboarder to ride natural stance where nobody could tell that I had an artificial leg. I wasn't using adaptive equipment other than the prosthetic, and got snowboarding into the Paralympic Games, which meant a lot to me because I was told at age 14 when I lost my leg to cancer that I would never be able to snowboard. And I was able to take that disappointing news and turn that into not only could I snowboard, but enough people around the world were able to snowboard now that it became a Paralympic sport. So I've always loved being on the cutting edge of technology, whether that's digital or in the real world. Did all the marketing for my business and found that that was the part that I liked the most. And so decided to transition to my own agency some time ago, but I took an intermediate step where the last 3 years I've worked as the digital marketing manager for a $200+ million company, where I spent that time learning everything I could on a very large scale with all that, taking what I knew already to the top level so that I could really offer that in confidence in my own agency. And have recently just moved back to doing my own thing and having my own agency and being a free agent. So really excited about that. In the last several years, I've sat as the chairman of the board of directors for the New Horizons Maritime Center, which is my current philanthropy. I have sat on the board of directors for the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Utah and the USA BSA, which is the U.S. Adaptive Bobsled and Skeleton Association. If you're interested in pulling some G's on the Olympic bobsled track in Park City, I can make that happen for you. I've got an amazing, wonderful wife and 5 beautiful children, 4 boys and a little girl. And we live in Sundance, Utah. So we've got a nice little place up here in the mountains where my interests are easily fulfilled. I love being in the mountains. I love mountain biking, skiing, rock climbing, and hiking. So I've got everything I want other than rock climbing right outside my front door, and I do not have to go far at all to get to the rock climbing I love. So that's a little bit about who I am and what I'm all about, who you're dealing with here. Let's talk about you and your vision for your business, where you want to go in the future. So most businesses are hearing all about how important it is to be online. Typically they're talking about e-commerce, but I believe that there's a bit of a swing coming back in the other direction. And so I think we've kind of hit that pinnacle of e-commerce, and it's kind of coming back to where there's a special opportunity that's not solely e-commerce. It's still all about being online, and what we're going to talk about is your online credibility score. But an interesting fact is that over 60% of local search is now being done on a mobile device. So I want you to picture the difference between these customers and what they may mean to your business. You've got one where they are, they're nighttime, after hours, they're on their computer, they're home from work, there's no football on the TV, and they're browsing around. They're basically doing research. And maybe they'll find a deal online. They'll find an e-commerce deal that gives them a great discount or offers free shipping and all this stuff, and they decide that they'll buy online. But then you've got over 60% of people have a shorter attention span than a goldfish now, and they are approaching this in a much more immediate thing. I want you to picture this. They're in their car, they've got their smartphone in one hand, they've got their wallet out in the other hand, they're driving their car with their knees, and they're flying down the road saying, "Find me this now." And they are the busy soccer mom, the busy business person who's trying to get a little extra done on his lunch break, and they want answers now, and they want to run into your business, throw money at you, get what they need, and get out of your hair. Which customer is going to be more valuable to your business? Now, I realize some businesses that I'm talking to here may be things that they can't just run in and run out. Maybe you're a chiropractor or a massage therapist or something where it takes time. But the same is true for them as well. They are going to rush to get there, and it's kind of like Arnold Schwarzenegger said. Well, some people say that doesn't leave any time for sleep. Well, sleep faster is what he said. So people are relaxing faster, essentially. They're coming in, they want their hour-long massage, but they're rushing to get there. They want to get right into their massage and then get right back out, and they're going to rush right back and basically nullify the impact of everything that they just got. But that's good for you because they come back again next week, right? So all of this really just indicates that people are looking for that personal experience. They're looking to do business with you in your place of business. And there's a few things that they look at when they consider doing that, okay? The search engines are changing their algorithms. Everything comes down to your reviews now. And this is something you can't buy your way into with keywords and metadata, okay? That stuff's still important. We still need to let the search engines know what you do, because people aren't going to put a lot of that metadata into their reviews. But when you have that in place, the next step to actually getting people to do business with you is going to be what your social credibility score is. How great do people think you are? How many people think you're that great? And how often is that getting reaffirmed that you are a great business to do business with? So look at this example on the left here, and just tell me, which of these businesses would you do business with? Which would you call first? And if you're not saying Scapes Inc., let me ask it a different way. Which of these businesses, which position would you want your business to be in for your customers? All right? That's one that any intelligent business person is going to say Scapes Inc. has the best strategic position there for getting new customers, okay? This happens based on a few key factors that are all embedded in that all have to do with your reviews. The algorithms are looking at your average star rating, your total number of reviews, your review frequency, the age of reviews, average ratings across multiple sites, how a business responds to negative reviews, and the sentiment of those reviews. As you're able to improve what we call the social credibility score, which has to do with all these things, that is going to improve your odds of getting more customers. It's going to influence more people to choose your business over your competitors. So how do we do that? First, let's look at how your clients and customers use reviews. 95% search for local businesses online. 91% read online reviews about local business. Most consumers look at 2 or more review sites before making a decision, and 84% of people trust online reviews as much as a personal recommendation. 73% of consumers think that reviews older than 3 months are no longer relevant. Let me just mention this 84% real quick, because if you're in a business where you're asking people to give personal recommendations, you're saying, hey, if you know anybody else that needs what I do, will you let them know how great I was? And they say yes, and then they leave thinking, well, if anybody comes and tells me I'm looking for this, then I'll tell them you were great. But that doesn't happen, because 84% of people they trust online reviews just as much as personal recommendations, and 100% of people are like water. They're going to take the path of least resistance every time, and it's much easier just to go online and type it in there first and find that, and they're not going to call all their friends and say, hey, who do you know, who do you know, who do you know? So you're going to get way more mileage, way more impact way more value out of asking people to leave you a review online than you will get out of asking them to give you a personal recommendation. So a lot of times it comes down to a choice between the two. You can't ask people to do like everything for you. So ask them one thing, get them to leave a review online. That's what we specialize in. I'll show you how we help with that in just a moment, but just rest assured, the numbers don't lie. You will get way more impact out of us getting you more reviews online than you will out of asking people to give you a personal recommendation, even if they gave that personal recommendation, which doesn't happen. It's much better to get them to leave a review, which does happen, and now the whole world can see that instead of just their tight-knit little network of friends and family that they might say it to individually. And that recommendation that they give to someone personally, and then that person calls you, that doesn't affect your social credibility score at all. There's no way of tracking that. So you're going to get way more exposure. You're going to get way more benefit out of getting people to leave reviews online and do the things that we're about to talk about than you'll get from getting a personal recommendation. So I would advise you to shift your business model a little bit, shift your process, and start focusing on reviews and not personal recommendations starting right now today. It will make a huge impact in your business. Let's explore the ways that you can improve your reputation and your reviews. Okay, this is just a blank example of the report that we send out to you each month. When you use our system, it will show you exactly where you need to focus to improve your ratings and reviews and get you into this position. But just again, to look at your social credibility score and this competitor comparison, which position would you want your business to be in if you had to pick one of these positions? Now, you may want your business to be 2,000 reviews, 5-star across the board, but to be realistic, if we were just to compare using this example, these businesses, every business owner out there would say Skates Inc. with a 4.7 star rating and 30 reviews is in a better position than Good Earth or Roundtree. Okay, so how do we help with that? We have a program called Reputation Zen. It's you plus Review Lead, and we think you're really going to love it. Top reasons that people aren't leaving you reviews is, one, they say they don't have time, I forgot, or I don't know how. So Review Lead is a system and software that gets you 5-star reviews by fixing these problems. We do that by setting up a email signature widget that we put right in your email. So every correspondence now is asking people, how did we do? And they click on that thumbs up or thumbs down, and it takes them right to an easy review form that works on their phone or laptop, desktop, whatever device they're reading that email on. And then we have easy reminders so they can do it at a time that works for them. So if they happen to be on a mobile device right then and the light turns green, they're sitting there reading it at a red light, they're about to leave a review, but the light turns green, they drop their phone and they take off and forget about it that day, that's all right. We have ways of reminding them and lots of convenient ways and times for people to leave 5-star reviews. We have an email drip system that continues to reach out to them to remind them to leave a review, show them how, and make it very easy for them to leave you a positive review. But what about the potential of bad reviews? If we're asking people for reviews, might some of them leave bad reviews? Well, here's what we have for that. We have a filter page, which is a landing page branded and linked completely to your business. It's all your social links across the top, your name, address, and phone number for your business, your logo. And when they come over here, we ask them how their experience was. They click thumbs up or thumbs down. This is the same as in the email form or in the email signature. If they click on I had a good experience, it goes straight to this little box at the top, and it says, "Thank you, we need your help. Would you share your experience on one of these sites?" And then we have the major sites and all the industry-specific sites that are specific to your industry. So these options will be different for your business depending on what industry you're in. But we have all the relevant sites for your business, and we capture their positive experience in one of these third-party websites that gives you all the credibility and boosts your score and helps make you more credible to your potential customers. If they say, "I had a bad experience," then we have a little negative experience capture email form that pops up, and it says, "We strive for 100% customer satisfaction. If we fell short, please tell us more so we can address your concerns." And this gives you the chance to gather that valuable data, find out what's going on, find out if one of your employees is doing something they shouldn't be doing or not doing something they should be doing. Gives you the chance to offer improvement, training, improve your business, get that feedback that comes all straight to you, and you get to gather that feedback in private, deal with it in private, and turn that upset customer, that unhappy customer around into a 5-star review, send them back through the system, and actually get that review while improving your business at the same time. Both of these are very powerful because one, the good option is it starts boosting your social credibility score right off the bat and putting you out there for people to see that you've done a good job for these customers. The other one gives you that feedback where you're able to legitimately improve your business and turn unhappy customers into raging fans. And so either way it's good. You're preventing bad reviews from pulling down your overall your social credibility score. You're preventing that from getting out into the public eye. You're able to capture that and deal with it in private, directly, and immediately, and you're able to promote the good and get the benefit from that immediately as well. Now, this is the kind of service that a company like Qualtrics will charge over $20,000 for the year for, and so I think it's really worth every penny of what I have to offer you today and more just for this one feature alone. But that's certainly not all that we do. We have instructions for all of the major and industry-specific review sites, all review sites. We've got those instructions in one place. I recommend having these on if your clientele is less tech-savvy and turning it off if your clientele is more tech-savvy. So it's an extra step that's in there. If people know how to do it already, then we just turn that off and we take them straight to the review. If you are like let's say a retirement home or something, and some of your clientele may benefit from having these instructions, then we provide those, we turn it on, and it's a feature that you can use or not use depending on how you feel your customers are positioned in their tech awareness and their technological abilities. So we show them step by step how to do that. That's a little feature. It's kind of fun. Another feature that I think is worth every penny of what I have to offer you today is that we monitor your reviews in real time. We're going to monitor third-party reviews and send you all new reviews. We send instant alerts when the new reviews are published. It includes major, minor, and industry-specific sites. And the alerts include a review link, the review and a link to leave a response. Now let me give you just this bonus little tip that's worth tons whether you do business with us or not. This is how you can instantly dominate over your competition by doing a very simple little thing. And so I want to give you a little more advanced information about this as well, but most businesses do not respond to positive reviews. They see that as, oh, another 5-star review, great, great, great. It's all just happening. But if somebody came into your place of business and they said, "You guys are the best," you wouldn't just turn your back and walk away from them. You wouldn't ignore them. You'd respond to that. You'd smile. You'd be like, "Oh, thank you. So glad that. What else can we do for you? Like, what makes you so happy?" You go into it. Let me give you an example of how you can not just respond, which just responding to your positive reviews will already show the search engines that you're engaged with your customers, and it's going to give you a better credibility score. But let me tell you how you can strategically respond in a way that brings marketing value to your business. Okay, so let's go back to the landscaping example. Let's imagine they put in this big yard. They got a review from Mrs. Johnson. She writes, Scapes Inc. was the best. They did a wonderful job for us. We just had our big party. All of our guests thought your job was amazing, and everyone loved it. 5 stars. Hugs and kisses. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah. I don't know how to sign off on that. That great review, right? But it's all in generalities. So now imagine that if, and most reviews are, by the way, pretty general. Now imagine that Scapes Inc. comes back and they respond to that 5-star review from Mrs. Johnson and they say, Mrs. Johnson, thank you for the 5-star review. We've got to say, putting in that amazing outdoor kitchen and pizza oven was one of the funnest projects we worked on for a long time. And the lighting was beautiful. We're so happy with the way your yard turned out. We're putting pictures of it up on our website and Instagram right now. And boom, what have they just done? Now they've talked about specifics and they planted a seed, and every guy out there reading that saying, well, so what if a landscaping company did a good job? I pay my teenagers to do that, or I make my kids do that, and they don't even get paid for it. Right? I didn't get paid for mowing the lawn. They're thinking that landscaping is just mowing the lawn and picking weeds, but now all of a sudden they're like, wait a second, these guys do outdoor kitchens as their landscape. Well, I guess that makes sense. I want an outdoor kitchen. Man, I gotta go to their website and check out these pictures and follow them on Instagram and see all the stuff that these guys are doing. And suddenly they're getting traffic, they're planting seeds, they're getting more interest in things that people didn't know that they did because they're using specifics to respond in a positive way to 5-star reviews that are getting the word out more and more of what they really do. And so that could be incredibly impactful for your business, just to start responding to positive reviews and use every positive review, every review out there as an opportunity to have your voice heard and speak to specifics that market your business and your services. So this one service alone right here, just letting you know about all those reviews and letting you stay on top of those reviews the instant they come in, is worth every penny of what I have to offer you today. And using that strategy could be worth thousands to tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars for your business, and let you completely dominate over your competition, because most likely they're not doing that. So all the major sites are covered, plus many industry-specific sites. We can get these notifications to you and give you the chance to respond to that. And this is something that you should have at least one person as part of their job description. This is part of your business model, is that you respond to reviews in a strategic way. And if that's more than one person on staff that you need doing that, that's fine. But it's important to have that actually be part of your process, part of your model of how you do business. Okay. The next thing that we do that is really huge as well, people pay over $1,000 a month just for social media posting, just to get people to post content on their social media and manage the social media for them. And that's well worth every penny. But this is a really cool feature where we take all of your 5-star reviews from any platform and we push those out to your social media. And so we're essentially creating relevant, valuable content creation on your social media. We're taking what other people are saying about you, and it's only the good things that people are saying about you. It's only the 5-star reviews. And if you're a cryotherapy, a sports recovery spa, like this example, this is great because you've got new customers coming in and leaving new reviews. And those reviews are now going and getting pushed to multiple platforms where you have existing customers seeing that and being reminded of the experience and the positive experience that somebody's having and maybe the new experiences that they're having. This place is always adding new modalities and new services at their spa. And so that's something that existing customers get to see now because they're following you on Facebook and Twitter, and they're seeing that other people are writing all these good reviews about you. They come back and say, oh yeah, I'm about due for another treatment there. I could use another massage. I've got to get back in there. And now you're getting repeat business happening more frequently because of the new business. You're simply getting more mileage out of every review this way. And we set that all up for you. Now you've got great content creation happening on your social media. You've got relevant, valuable content being posted there, and it's credible because it's showing, hey, this isn't just something we wrote, this is something that came from a Google review, and all of a sudden you're just getting a lot more buzz going for your business, and that all has incredible impact for your business. So again, another feature that's worth every penny of what I have to offer today. We automatically broadcast your best reviews on Facebook and Twitter. Next, we're going to give you a widget that you can put on your website. We can embed this in your website for you. Rather than doing a testimonials page, what we do and what we recommend is pulling in the latest 5-star reviews from all the different sites that they're happening on out there. And now it's not just these stagnant, old, cherry-picked, potentially fake testimonials that you may have had your mother-in-law write. They are actually legitimate, relevant, new 5-star reviews from real customers, and they can see that because they can actually go check this review out on Google and Better Business Bureau and Facebook. And suddenly you're getting a much higher conversion and more site and more visitors from your website saying, wow, these guys are legit, this is real. And then it's also planting that seed for them to give you a review after they've had that experience with you. So it's kind of a self-generating loop. It's going to generate more conversions, more customers, and more reviews to keep generating more conversions, more customers, more reviews, more, more. So that's a really powerful tool as well. One of the things I really like. But just to look at everything that you're getting, you get all these benefits and features today. You're going to get the review capture page. It's mobile responsive. You're going to get the complete review instructions for all review sites. If that's something you need for your clientele, we can turn that off if it's something you don't want for your clientele. You get the negative experience capture form. You get the managed review acquisition by our team. You get the review monitoring alerts. You get a website review widget to showcase your top reviews on your own website. You get the social broadcasting of 5-star reviews, automatic content creation of the best kind going right out to your social media, generating more repeat business from your existing fans. You get the email signature widget, turning every email correspondence into review acquisition, and you understand now how that benefits your business. And you get access to all the major and industry-specific review sites. So how many customers do you think you're going to save by addressing your online reputation and being the obvious choice in customers' minds when they find you online? Well, that's different for every business, but ask yourself if you think it pays for this system. Review Lead has an onboarding and setup fee, which we're going to waive for you today, $500. We're going to completely take care of that for you. We have a subscription for 12-month terms. These renew annually. You can do either a $250 a month, or you can do our most popular plan, which is $1,800 for the entire year. That's a 40% savings. We do have a $950 plan that's a two-pay, $950 today and $950 next month, for a total of $1,900. And so any of those three options Our most popular is definitely the $1,800 for the annual. Save the most money there. Then it's easy peasy, out of your hair, and we get to work for you. We get this set up within the next 5 days, 5 business days, and we have it rocking and rolling for you right away. So if you're ready to get going, go ahead and fill out this enrollment form. It's important to know that in our contract, we do sign a non-compete agreement. We will not compete with any of your direct competitors in your area. We can only do this for one business of a certain type in an area. So if you're a chiropractor, for example, we're not going to set this up for multiple chiropractors in your radius of where your customers come from, because we don't want to be competing against the results that we can bring you. And so it's important to know, because you can rest assured that the first to take action on this, if you're the first to take action, then we're not going to be competing against you. We're not going to be dividing the results that we could get amongst different people. All of those results are going to be focused on you and your business. At the same time, if you're not the first to take action, we have to reserve the right to deny service, because we will have signed a non-compete already with another business. And we do blast this offer out to multiple businesses in an area at a time, so that we can work with the best business possible, the first to take action. And so just a little disclaimer there to let you know that that may be a possibility, and to hope that you won't be upset if this opportunity is already taken by the time you get back to us. But the first to take action is the early bird gets the worm. So so right now this is open to you, and the first to take action and respond right now by clicking the link below and getting started. You can go ahead and do that. So just a few case studies to go over real quickly to show you kind of real world case studies that this has really worked for. Horn Pest Management received 25 5-star reviews in less than 1 month. They were awarded one of their largest contracts to date, who said, "We chose you because of all those awesome reviews." The Reproductions Inc. received 15 5-star reviews in less than 24 hours, and more than 40 added within the first month. And EZAZ Traffic School moved from a 3.2 star to a 4.1 star average star rating in just 1 month. Now it's important to know that there's a tipping point there. That tipping point is 3.9 to 4.0. If the first number people see is a 3 there, then it doesn't matter how close you are to the 4. You're in the 3-star range, and that is severely less credible in people's subconscious minds than being in the 4-star range. So even if you're tipping just from 3.9 to 4.0, it's going to make a huge difference in your business. It's really going to move the needle. And so for them to get 0.9 of a rating ahead and tip into that 4-star area made a huge difference for their business. And that all happened because most of the reviews they were getting, the negative reviews, they're great business, but most of the reviews were people who were frustrated with having to go to traffic school because they got a ticket. They're the ones speeding, and the police are the ones giving them a ticket. This business is just helping them avoid higher insurance rates because they go to traffic school and get to avoid putting that on their insurance, and yet they're giving them bad reviews. Well, once we were able to capture those negative experiences in the review widget, or the negative capture form, and respond to them and explain, hey, we're the good guys here. We're the ones helping you save money and avoid the full impact of the full consequences of the situation. They were able to turn that around very quickly. So it really is a no-brainer. Let's get you enrolled right away. This is the contract you can download below, and it's going to give you this, going to give you all this information. The contract that's how we work. I do believe that good fences make good neighbors, and this way you know there's no hidden fees. It's $1,800 for the entire year. You simply sign that contract, sign here, and we're off to the races. We'll get this rolling for you. And we do have the payment form on the next page where you can go ahead and get enrolled now, get started, and we'll get this all set up for you and have you rocking and rolling within the next 5 business days. So thank you for your time. Really appreciate the opportunity to present this to you and show you what we can do for your business with Reputation Zen and Review Lead, and look forward to making you the next big case study that we get to brag about to future clients. So really hungry to prove ourselves to you and show you what we can do, and really looking forward to giving you that that opportunity. So be the first to take action, get in touch with us right away, and we'll get this going for you ASAP. Thanks so much. Look forward to doing business with you.